Hi, in this video I'm going to walk you through writing a blog post using the Gutenberg editor, and just as a review, you can always switch editors by coming down here and you can do edit with block or edit with classic. So I'm going to edit this one with the block editor. I'm going to go ahead and add my featured image because my client sent it to me. I've already checked the file size of that one and it's 250. It's under my 300 threshold. I'm just going to go ahead and add that. And then we have Positive Middle School Classroom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this the title. As in the previous video on the classic editor, your title here, that is going to be wrapped in what we call an H1 tag, a header 1 tag. And that's, you only want one of those for SEO purposes. And then the next point, we'll do an H2 tag. And I already talked to my client about reducing the number of fonts and such. So we're going to kind of keep it more streamlined with the font. So I'm going to go ahead, and this automatically becomes a text tag. And if I go here, I can transform to, I'm going to do a heading, and I'm going to do H2. And then I'm going to add another block. Oops, I don't want a heading. So I'm going to go ahead and just transform that to a paragraph tag. I'll grab my paragraph there. And it automatically puts each paragraph in a different block. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the headers and the blocks. So I'll add another block down here, insert after, we'll do this, we'll make that a heading, H2, insert the block. Okay, so I have all of my blocks going here, and the last thing that she wants is a signature. So I'm going to go ahead and add another block below, and I'm going to come back and format her signature in just a little bit. And then we have this little picture and then the text here. So for this, I'm going to do insert after, and we're going to do the media and text. I'm going to do media library. We'll do this guy. And for my content, we'll do here. I already kind of know he's pretty, you know what? Let me try this. Let's do edit this guy, and I already know he's pretty big, so I'm going to scoot him over. And let's just preview everything and take a look at what we got going on right now. Okay, it might still be a little bit big, so maybe we'll just shrink it a little more. That's good enough. If I want it to be smaller and attached here, then what I would do is actually come in here and I would add a classic editor block, and then I would just recreate it the same way I would create the classic editor. Gutenberg is still limited in some of the formatting stuff you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my Dropbox link. So I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to go ahead and paste, delete the 0, and put 1. So that's linked. Ooh, no, it's not linked. So apply, fail. All right, select that, link, paste. See, Gutenberg is still a little funky. Apply, and I don't want to underline it. So I kind of don't want it bolded either. I really want it underlined like that. And it's all right. This is making me a little bit irritated. So I'm literally going to go and actually add it as a classic editor block. So here I can literally just go in and I can add my media. I'll just make sure that aligns left. Paste that. We'll make it a little smaller. All right. I was having trouble getting it lined up. So what I did is, I'm just going to go ahead and delete that, is I did my text and then inserted my image. We'll resize it here. I'm going to go ahead and press enter one time. We'll make this a heading 2. And you just kind of have to test. Gutenberg editor is kind of funny. So we're going to go back up here, make that just a little bit bigger. We'll preview it again. I'm also going to see if I can unbold that, and we'll put some space in between there. Okay, so that looks fairly good. I'm going to delete this whole block here because it just didn't look the way I wanted it to look. And for here, I am going to go ahead and add my link to my custom URL. We'll do our Dropbox. Delete the 0, add the 1. Click update. Okay, now those are all linked. I'm going to go back and fix the spacing and the bold. So I'm going to come up through here, right here. I don't want that to be, let me have it like that. That's not bold anymore. That's not bold anymore. That's not bold anymore. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and add what we call a spacer block. Height, maybe, I don't know, we'll say 50 pixels. I'm going to do it here. And I usually do those spacer blocks at the end just because it's easier just to kind of get all the information in there. And then we'll add one here too. So let's see if that looks any better. Okay, Much better. And then finally, I'm going to format her signature. I've already done the coding for it, so you can take a look at the previous email in the classic editor kind of near the end of that video for that information. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to do edit as HTML. And for this one, if it already has something like paragraph, then what I'm just going to do is to that tag right there, I'm going to do class equals quotes blog underscore signature. And then let's preview that. Let's see if that catches it. And there's her little signature there. It's already coded in the back end. So that's writing a post with Gutenberg. Right now, I actually still write most of my posts with the classic editor. I only do the real easy ones in Gutenberg just to kind of start getting myself some practice. So I'm going to go ahead and publish her post. Somebody's at the door. Now I'll view my post, just make sure everything's still looking pretty good. All right, looks great. We're all set there.